Yes, hello Anthony, and hello YouTube. We got the Collingwood and Fremantle. It is Collingwood as player one. They got the toss there. They won that little player one toss. So congratulations for them. I wonder if that means that they'll actually, as having that advantage, if they'll be able to take that, they'll be able to get the win here. If they'll be able to beat Fremantle, get a win for themselves here.
A lot has been said about this match during the week.
We'll see how it all turns out. We kick off the day. Collingwood Freo. Handballs away. Thank you, side bidums. Keep it going. Oh, that's not a great thing there.
Henry, will the umpire pluck a free kick? Delightfully done.
Okay, Mr. Frederick out there. He's got block. It started off. We got, yes, it is the battle between Burst and Lack. It is Freo, who have been on top since round 2. They've been on top of the table since round 2 versus Collingwood, who have been on, who just struggle to win games, but having such a good percentage. There we go. Can you get that? Yes, we kick it off. A goal from McStay. Goal to Collingwood. We are in round 18. We should be able to have 2 games today. That is the expectation. That is the expectation because, oh yes. I was nervous about the fact that the further into the season I go, the harder it is to keep track of the divisions, of dividing things by 100. You know, it's difficult to divide things by 17s and work that out for the averages on these people's fantasy scores. If I do that, but yes, we will see how the things go. We got the Darcy here. Yeah, I probably should have had that been a public thing throughout, but whatever.
I think that's going to come up short. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Moore.
Darcy Moore. Yes, get rid of that one. He does. Just got that.
Thought his way through it.
Nick Dacos gets the handball over to Maynard. He gets it back over here. Oh. Back you go. Well done. Little kick.
Doesn't often waste it.
Who you got?
Can keep it moving.
Going forward. That's with McStay.
Happy to be patient and
there we are. That's nice, little crispy. Cameron inside. Oh, not 15. Not 15.
You can't question his
handballs, please. Yes, oh, McStay for his second. Get a quick little start, but he doesn't get that one there. No, he doesn't, but yes. I'm happy that all I got to do is use a calculator. Things will go quicker. But yes, we'll be able to have 2 games more and more. But that is a thing that the further we go into this season, until we reach like the finals. So we're at a point now where I imagine that rounds will take a little bit longer now. Just because I had like an expiration date we need to finish the season by, which is I keep thinking like September the 20th, but September 30th works as well because that's when the grand final actually is. So if we just finish it in like the mid to late 20s, that would work out just fine, which does sort of mean that 1 game a day is where it's going to move not too far in the future right now. Here we go. Like it's going to happen a lot more. It's going to be happening a lot more. Which I think can be okay. I think that can be okay. It gives time for other games as well. Or maybe I should finish it quicker to help me focus on some other things. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But if we have more days with just the 1 game, that's probably why. Because we've reached the point where we're actually not too far off catching up. We're not too far away. We are in round 18. Tomorrow round 21 starts in life, so we can catch up.
Searching kick. Crisp read it well on center.
You want to get rid of that with? There you go, Mr. Elliott. No, handball of the way. You got the Nobles.
Delivers to centre half forward.
Yes.
Had his name written.
Get the kick in the 50. Hey.
Is calm in a crisis.
We want to get rid of that one. There you go. You got O'Meara.
He's generally a good kick.
Handball, please.
He's wrapped up. They've put themselves under.
Alright, so I remember in like recent games,
No way through there, and they'll
scoring has been scoring has been upped. That has been happening. It's feeling like a lower scoring game right now, but we'll see how things go. We'll see how it all turns out. Should be able to get this one. He's had a nice little season. Rio's had a nice little season themselves, but they've been having struggles in the past 5-6 games. They've been susceptible to a loss. They did squeak away with a win last time out versus Carlton. Things would be quite interesting had they lost that one, I think. Carlton would have been closer to the 8. Rio would have been pushed back a little bit. Might have seen them threatened. See how it all turns out, though. Okay,
That's been deemed insufficient intent and fair enough too.
Okay then. Back in you go. And they get the mark. Yes.
Marks and should go.
He'll expect to convert this.
Got 41 goals for the season. He actually might be the leading scorer of all players, goals-wise. That actually might be the case. He's got 42 here.
Now they're in front and getting some reward on the scoreboard.
So the underdog.
I know he's definitely up there, which is surprising for the team on the bottom to have potentially the Coleman leader.
Side bottom. Knew where the help was. Dacos.
That certainly wouldn't be the first time.
Cox is a rock in defence.
That's through Wilson. Wilson.
The kick was ill-directed. Throws it on the boot.
That's a mark.
And should have a shot.
They've hit the ground running, and a goal here will give them a handy break.
Jack Donovan.
Set sail for home, and he is delivered.
This is exactly what they would have hoped for early in the match. Scoreboard pressure.
The Pies have got it out to 2 goals.
Yeah, it felt good yesterday. I found myself my interest in exercising, my interest in doing push-ups. They were like, I felt it be declining. Where not even yesterday, but the day before, I felt like physically I could have done them, but mentally I just went and I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good. That mentally I'm in a state where it's kind of like
What can he do with it? Terrific forward pressure.
But last night I made sure to get through it, made sure to push him back up. We're trying to get back to where my normal was at. I got myself to 250. My normal had been at 300, so not too far off that. No expectations of doing anything today that wise, but if I could build up my physical things, I would like to imagine that my just general mood overall might be able to improve. I would like to think it will. That should be the case. Hey! What?
Sweeping handball.
Size for done.
They're playing with purpose and poise.
Purpose and poise. Purpose and Majacek. Very good.
This is looking like it could become one-sided.
The Pies with all the momentum now. The 2 big men do battle.
That is Mitchell. Oh, go rid of it. Yes. Again. And another one. They got side bottom.
Can he find a teammate?
That's a mark as well. Okay, this is interesting that Collingwood are coming out. Because imagine if Collingwood just get a real big victory here and just boost their percentage up more. That'd be some craziness.
He's looking ominous already. It might just be a bag on offer today.
The Dockers have got to respond now. It's getting away
Collingwood.
from them. Pendlebury.
Oh, again. It's Mitchell this time.
You can see their confidence growing.
I don't know. It doesn't get the mark, that one.
And out it goes.
Yeah, it's a throw in here.
Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
The Dockers aren't doing their forwards any favours here. It might be time for the coach to switch things up.
After a very dominant first half of the year, you have to wonder if Fremantle's premiership chances are very much on the decline after a very dominant first half. They've been susceptible, they've been losing, and now they're facing the bottom of the table, and this is what's going on.
Get something going. That'll be play on. He's run into trouble.
They escaped a loss to Carlton. Can they escape a loss to Collingwood? Let me bring this down. Yeah, there we go.
There are some alarm bells ringing as an understatement. They're not working hard.
He's got 2. Number 3. Could be 52.
They get full,
but it won't matter.
The Pies are going from strength to strength. They've got all the answers at the minute.
But yeah, getting those 250 push-ups felt nice. I felt myself immediately. I think my general stuff picked up.
Intercepts the hand pass. Good tackle. Dishes it off.
That is Walters.
Heads for the pocket.
And the mark.
Takes it
That was an excellent passage of play to set up what.
Well, I was talking about the scoring having picked up, and wondering if
Jackson.
we were getting a lower scoring game, but since then the teams have picked up the scoring. They've picked it up.
Just hanging in there, but they need to string some goals together. Crisp, Pendlebury. Now
Yes.
it's someone else's
Again.
Cameron, Dacos, incisive hand.
Oh, that's not good.
He's given it straight to the opposition.
That wasn't good.
Schultz.
Go down there.
This should end in a shot at goal. Good.
Jackson does not get that,
defense.
but he can pick up the ball.
Jackson.
It's the kick away. That's out on the
Missed
full.
the target by a long way.
Out on the fitters.
That's skillful. Gee, they're playing well.
Josh Dacos
They'll bide their time.
Nick Dacos.
In the clear.
into the
In
middle.
the middle with the kick.
Okay, they still keep it.
The Dockers are chasing tail. Elliott picking their way through.
Over with Cameron. He goes into the 50. Oh, dude's over there by himself. It's Crocs.
Well played.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly enough pressure.
Yes, we have 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Mason Cox coming in.
Goes
Nice.
for home. He doesn't miss many, and that is no exception.
Case of too strong and too good. I don't think there was much more the defender could have done.
9 goals.
Okay, then.
Quarter all up. It's been great.
You get
to
rid of
watch.
this one, and again.
Charges
No,
onto
that's
it.
not good. Could there be
Noble
another there is
accepted
time
the
for one more.
invitation. Dacos.
Collingwood go down.
Centering ball. Cox
Numbers.
gives the
Oh,
handball
side
away.
bottom.
Side bottom. He's
Number
going for
8.
home, and why wouldn't
Yes.
he finish like that?
The Dockers are all at sea trying to defend them. They're scoring almost at will.
The Pies. Consensus.
Scoring
secure
almost
here.
at will.
Tries to bulldoze his way through.
Darcy gets the
uses
kick in,
the non-preferred.
and it's not a mark.
Tries to
And it's going to be the end of the quarter as well. There's one last chance there for Freo. They didn't quite get it though.
What they spoke about during the week hasn't come to pass. They'll need to make changes. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Dockers
Gary's
useless
back,
in that first quarter, and the coach
back
ran them
again,
over during the break,
and
as you might
Gary's
expect.
back.
The midfielders aren't working
Yeah,
hard
hello,
enough.
friend.
They aren't supporting each other.
Gary's
enough.
back,
Tackles aren't
Gary's
sticking,
back,
and
Gary's
they're
back,
generally
Gary's
reacting.
back. Wah.
Improvements needed in this term.
Thanks for those observations.
Okay, let's see what
Gary.
Liam Henry
Get
can
back
get for him
underway.
here. Yes!
The distance is the only problem.
That was the only problem.
Taking no
That's why they only got a
Had
single
good centre
point.
behind.
He's off.
Boom!
This could be trouble. Noble.
You want to get in here?
Neat little
Hey.
step kick. That's a bit of a weight.
Yeah!
It's hard to find a winner for them today.
Yes!
Jackson, rooms large as usual.
Forwards dream of these shots.
It's only the earlier parts of the second. There's still time. Freo to bring it back. It's only 6 goals, and now it's going to be
He shoots
5.
from there, and he doesn't.
Brings it to 29.
They've looked to the
I was,
spark, and he's done just
While I
that.
have been looking at lots of Pokemon things, while I have been doing that, I have felt myself wanting to be looking at different stuff, you know?
Cox goes laterally.
Like,
Bradshaw had the presence of mind to
while I
get to the
can
dangerous spot.
feel
Sets
okay
up to a
about it,
contest down the
I know that
line.
my knowledge
Towards
is not
half
great.
forward with the kick.
So,
Defense 101 there.
My
Howe.
so it can make it difficult. Like if I'm focusing on looking at the Pokemon, learning about the Pokemon stuff
Pies.
for the sake of like trying to be really smart, it's not gonna work.
Another goal,
right?
and they'll believe.
It's not gonna work because
Big fish. He's
I
not willing to
know
take a backward
not
step.
very much.
Howe
Like
gets
I don't think I
back and
know
should repel.
all that
It's a
much.
hot footy.
So
Schultz.
going
They need
into
to
some
hit the
sort of like
scoreboard here.
quiz
Clears the
with
area.
knowledge
Witkowski knew the
feels
tackle
like
was
it's just gonna
coming.
make me want to.
Taverner
It just makes me want to
goes
give up.
forward.
You know, like I feel that.
They gave
But if
serious
I'm
gratitude on that occasion,
able
and
to
the
like
kick was a point.
find
Goes
entertainment
wide for the
sources
kick in.
of it
Dacos.
where
Great hands
the
there.
the amount of knowledge I
On
have
centre wing.
can
They
progress
cannot keep
without
it quiet.
having to feel the
Elliott
pressure of it.
kicks
Then when
the
it comes
hard
time,
ball. Anyone's
maybe I'll be
goal.
able to answer a
Cox
question,
runs onto
you
it.
know?
He'll feel that one. Young, can he mop up? Brody squeezes the
But
kick.
fuck, I mean the only reason I'm looking at that
Mitchell with a chance.
Fascinating.
Now. Cox, good use of hands.
Get rid of this one.
Mistake.
No.
It's a desperate tackle.
It's gonna be holding the ball there.
Nick Achu there.
Okay, get it out of there.
They'll contest in the square.
But yes,
That's
while
an
I've been having that
impressive
stuff going on,
mark.
I've
Brett
also felt
Williams
myself
would have been
say like,
proud of that
geez,
one.
I don't know that I really want to be spending so much time on the Pokemon, you know? Like, I want to be able to listen to some stuff that are outside of it. You know, have more interests. I want to have other interests. So today, I was able to kind of find myself listening to a little podcast from Dr. Mike. And he was talking to Tony Hawk. And another guy, Jason Ellis, did this. And I was like, it was nice to just hear them talking about shit, you know? And talking about like, stuff within skating. And I guess there would be talks on like, oh, the broken bones here, little stuff here, learning caffeine things here, you know? Like, oh, it just felt kind of nice. Just be listening to something like that for an hour. But it did give me an interesting idea. Like, I think at some point I could play the Tony Hawk games. At some point. And this could just speak to my lack of knowledge on him. But as I was listening to him talk about how he had the broken leg, and then like his wife overheard them talking about starting a podcast when that was happening, and his wife had said to me like, oh, you're not going to be doing that trick again, are you? It like immediately flashed in my mind. I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know how much of this is like a real thing or not, but I suddenly had the vision of a Tony Hawk game where like you have, where it's like you have the ability, right, to do like the same stuff in Tony Hawk shit, whatever, but you get it where it's like, okay, then you can like do online competitions against other people. I don't know how much of this is already a thing, but then the thing that popped in my head was, oh my god, you could like make a skating game, have like a story in it, because this, like, as he was mentioning this, I'm like, oh my god, it made me think of like Uncharted, where there was like Nathan Drake wanting to go on an adventure, but then Elena was like, oh my god, you're not going to do that thing or whatever, are you? I'm just like, oh my god, that could make like such a good story. Like, that could be an arc between multiple games, like someone who's like starts off as like they're learning to get into the skating, and then in sequels they've gotten better, you know, they're like a champion skater, and then you have like the final part of that series where it's like an old-time skater now, like time's passed, and maybe they want to like get back into it, and they've got their wife or something, or you could have the skater be a combination of it could be a boy or a girl, it could be a man or a woman, you know?
Punch clear.
Something within there. I want to get rid of that. Like, you could start it off like it's starting back in the 80s, right? So it starts off as like a boy. It's basically like you're basically just doing the story of Tony Hawk, but you just changed like little things in there if you wanted to.
The coach will start pulling out hair in a minute. They've had the better.
But I'm like, oh my god, I could see that happening, because it's like with NBA, right? You have my career, and then you're able to play online against people. Like you could play, like literally like a my path, right? You can play against people with your my career person. Like that could be a thing where you can have like the online stuff being at first you can do online, like you can do it with like the skaters that are inbuilt into the game, like the actual ones, but then like when you finish the story, then you like unlock the ability to use your created character or other characters that were just based within the story. Suddenly you unlock them, you know?
He ran into a brick wall. Turns it over in the middle.
I'm like, oh my god, there's like, I don't even know how much of it's like a thing, but I'm like, that feels like an opportunity that could be there, because I feel like people would play that, you know? Like, people like Tony Hawk. So if you just made Tony Hawk again, you just made more Tony Hawk games, but you added like the story element in there, like that are in other sport, that are actually in other sports games, and you do that type of thing, you can have a whole story in there.
Boot to ball just in time.
And then you can use that created character, or if that's a created character, or maybe it's like an inbuilt character for that, like early on, right? Like maybe you just started off like in the early years, has like inbuilt characters that then become unlockable after you finish the story to play online with,
well when they do.
and you can create your own one maybe. Like there's ideas in that.
Forward pressure. Pendlebury gets the kick away.
That could just last for multiple games.
In the middle, Adams.
Adams.
Kicking for his first. Meyer
No, who's got that?
So he
You got it? McStay? Oh, he's missed.
One behind.
He's missed a couple now. Might just bring a few doubts into his head.
If Brian gets to that
This could be
50,
trouble.
that felt good. So I'm hoping that
That's a quality hand pass.
I'm hoping
That'll
that
work. Keeps it low.
I'll be able to just listen to more things
On the last line of defense.
that don't just have to be based in Pokemon. Like I'm still looking at the Pokemon stuff. I still will be for a few weeks.
He's caught. They might be a little
And who knows, maybe even
unlucky to be
after
rewarded.
that
It
there'll
was a
still be
fine
enough of an
battle.
interest to like look at some stuff that's just based in entertainment.
He's suddenly a popular
Like I can
man.
see that happening for sure, but
Feeling the heat.
I do want that other
The
content
umpire
in
like a
there.
free kick. Sloppy hands and they've
Like I like learning about that.
This is
Oh,
great pressure
Prime
for the
drink, like the
Walters.
Logan Paul KSI drink has like a shit ton of caffeine in it.
Outbodies his
I kind of
opponent
like learning
and
that.
took a ripper. That's not
Never
been
had
good.
it. I'm never gonna have it.
He's
Like
missed.
probably never gonna have it.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
It's like holy crap! It's got like so much more caffeine than like the other stuff. Okay. Like learning that too much caffeine itself, it's like yes, it's like a boost for you, like a performance enhancement basically. But that too much caffeine can actually lower your abilities. Like that's interesting there.
They're going on their merry way here.
And I know that Dr. Mike has an interview. He has a podcast interview with KSI, so that's something I have interest in looking at. You know, like I've seen like I've had interest in like medical channels before, where there's like I'm trying to remember what they were called though, because I'm subscribed to them both. There's like the
Cameron, Darcy, one step ahead.
I might have to like look them up because I can like I can actually like think of them. Maybe at halftime I look up what they were called.
Clever kick.
But like I've spent time learning about things before. Oh, there's Midlife Crisis. One of them's called Midlife Crisis. Like a dude, I don't remember his name, but his channel's Midlife Crisis. Like I've seen plenty of stuff from there. And there's another one of like Institute of like Human Anatomy, I think it was called. Something like that.
A few hearts in mouths for a moment or two.
So it's like it's not like it's something I've never had interest in looking up. I just kind of have lost interest, I guess. But if I was getting back into that and learning little things, like I'm cool with that. I'm cool with doing that.
Ryan goes towards halfback. Brayshaw
And balls again.
The Dockers are good with their hands. Might be time for one more score here.
I think there will be time for one more score. He's got Switkowski. If you just get the kicks in there. That, into the 50. I didn't think he was going to get that mark. Can I get it? Yes!
That was great use of the body. He's so hard to beat in those situations.
And Nathan Fife. He'll get this. There you go.
This is a chance. It's a big chance.
Well, it's one thing to take the contested mark, but another to have the composure to finish off your good work.
Okay, so Freo did just cut into the lead a bit there. So we'll be back in the second half. There'll be Collingwood up by 4 goals. See how this game turns out. Okay, here we are. We are back in the second half. It is a 4-goal game. Pretty nice. Let's see how it all turns out here.
Rucks go at it.
So yeah, I mean I didn't check up what the channel's names were just in case like I was wrong on it, but like Midlife Crisis, Institute of Human Anatomy, like I've seen that stuff. It's interesting, you know, like it's not like if I could get back into that stuff and be a bit more consistent, like I think ideally that's what I would be doing, you know, learning little bits there about that stuff, and because I thought that they were like good channels, you know. Can you hurry up, please, Jamie? Jamie? Okay, there we go.
Eagles.
What does that cloud look like at the top? There's just like one little like cloud patch. Wonder what it was looking like.
With a standing goal.
There we go.
That's a bruising tackle.
No, but just my general stuff, my general mood on things. Look at myself physically. I'm very happy, you know. Like I noticed the idea of, I know like the whole thing was like, oh my god, climate warming, right? And I guess like the new thing is like, oh, climate boiling. And I'm like, okay, sure. But like in the winter, that's fucking awesome. Like, right now it's winter in Australia. Like I don't think winter time is the time to tell me that the world warming is a bad time. Come to me about that when it's summer and it's really hot. But when it's winter and it's warming up the winter, don't tell me that's a bad. Don't come telling me that's a bad thing.
Didn't need to be asked twice. Cox.
Oh, like if you could actually modify the weather to be able to make it so then it was just like pretty chill basically every day, I'm like, why the hell would you not want that, you know? Why would I not want that? That sounds awesome. Like if the weather was how it is right now, basically all the time, like that sounds great. I guess like the only thing there is like, well, would it always be daytime? Would it always be sunlight? Like would you block it? Like would the sun ever go away? Would the moon come around? Like I'd imagine so, but Jamie Elliott again. Oh!
Cox wins it back.
Someone almost had an amazing mark there.
Good aggressive footy.
The ball up now.
For a free kick.
The ball up though.
Stoppage. Cameron has been dominant in the ruck. Fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal.
But yeah, having like the weather where it's at right now, where you can probably tell it's quite sunny. It's nice and warm. I like that. Maybe it's just nice and warm because it's my room. Like my room does have that's a goal for St. Perfect. My room here does basically have two windows. One just like basically right here that's always closed because of streaming. I don't want to like open it for stuff. And then one that's all the way over that way. Because of that, my room does tend to either be the hottest, the warmest, or the coldest. So that has its that does have its benefits and its downsides. When it's very hot, it's very hot. So maybe in like the summer months, when I mean, can't say I would be, but like if I'm streaming still around those months, like that is when the NBA's around. Like I'm interested to see, will I still be doing this stuff when the NBA is coming closer, or will I find myself looking to spend more and more time on that? We'll see. But because it'll be warmer, it'll be hotter. How will I be streaming wise? You know.
Takes the responsibility, just needs to finish. Finish he does.
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
The Dockers haven't thrown in the towel.
No, they haven't. It's only 23 points. They have been keeping themselves in it. Oh god, that could be ball. Yeah, that will be.
Going for territory. DeGoey. He's caught.
Yeah, that's ball up as well. I am curious though physically on stuff. Like I always notice that I wonder if the reason that why people for the most part are like
having a purple patch. Crisp can't afford to panic. How? Spud Frawley would have loved that
like right side dominant, like their right hand is like their dominant hand for the most part, is because like our hearts are on the left side of the body, you know?
Well, I suppose if you're going to turn it over,
like I wonder if there's something to that.
They're away. Mitchell. Good kick. That'll be play on. A bit of a panicked handball. Crisp.
Oh god, excusez-moi. Like I noticed that my left side of the body is always like the weaker side pretty much in general. Like I'm sure, like I do notice that my right side always feels pretty much fine for the most part usually, but that the left side always feels like the trouble one. And I wonder how much of that's to do with the fact that the heart's on that side.
He's got support. Maynard is released.
Like I noticed that, like I've noticed, like physically, there's always something interesting physically for me in that my left like knee, right? My left leg's always been like the problem leg. Never had like major issues, but it's always just like this minor issue that's always kind of being problems, you know? Like ever since I was little. Like I did kung fu for a little bit when I was young, and I had like some sort of injury to my left knee, and I guess ever since then the left one's always kind of been somewhat of a nuisance, and I'm just wondering like how long is it going to be till it becomes like an actual major issue? And I guess like there's the idea of, well, maybe you should like work on it a bit to try and even things out. It can, you know? McStay runs onto it. Like I remember hearing the idea that this was an ever-present threat. I mean, I heard this from Finn Balor, who is in the WWE, where like he does exercises where he doesn't like the weights are not the same. He changes the weights to like try and even it out to adjust for like the weak side of the body. You know, which was like interesting. Ensures that foray will come to nothing. Darcy. We got that one with. Hey. He's wrapped up. The umpire says he had no prior. Darcy punches. Okay, let's see what we got. That is with Adams. Adams thought his way through it. Ryan making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Brody. Okay, in the 50 here. No, handball's away. We got Schultz. Goes at goal, but I think that's going the wrong side of his stick. It's a behind.
That was a promising build-up, but deserved a better finish.
I imagine like how it is right now in terms of the weather is I guess I could see this kind of being like how it is in the summer if this was like just its general day and being like, oh my god, I'm gonna want the fan on a little bit. Like that doesn't feel great knowing that it would be warmer than it is right now. Cop some unwanted attention. That was almost handed to him. You want to get rid of that one. Get the kicks for oh, is that going in? And not quite. Are they serious? Are they serious? Okay.
It's there.
3 goals straight, and he's certainly making the most of his opportunities.
If they can get the next one, it'll be on. Pendlebury wins the hard ball. That hand pass was.
So who they got? Frederick.
He's so clean with the footy.
Yo. Over.
Looking to pull one back.
Yes.
That's exactly what
10-point game now.
They've got 5 for the quarter now. There's time for more too.
The Dockers.
There is 5 minutes to go in the quarter.
Absorbs the pressure. Darcy feeling
with the Collingwoods handball.
Takes the hand pass.
Pendlebury.
Can he hit a target?
Yes.
It's hard to beat one-on-one.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
Brody Myercheck, he has 4. Push it back out to 16. He has done it.
Good. He's got it.
Marks inside 50.
He has done it.
Goal when you go back and convert the goal.
The Pies have steadied after they were challenged. Cameron with a deft tap. Brody, slick hands.
We go down there.
In some space he hasn't been himself today.
With Collingwood.
Might go for a run.
You got it too. That's Cox.
On a lead. Keen to get the ball moving.
To the middle.
Right moment to press go.
Comes with Frio.
Just shoveled it out.
The Hero.
He's been
with the Adams. Nope, coming back. Who's going to get this? There's like a big little couple of minutes right now. It's going to have the momentum going into the last. Oh.
You don't often see that. Darcy needs to be quick.
Kind of works out for him.
Battle for this ball.
Not quite there though.
Ignoring the corridor for now. Good work rate.
Mitchell. Pendlebury.
Harassed into an error.
Yes, though. Handball. Who's that? Oh god, that's someone. I'm not sure who. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Yes, Frederick. Oh wow, they call holding the ball on it. You got the Gary.
McStay, strong grab.
Little kick in. Not 15. Elliott. Yes, that's good, Elliott.
And should have a shot.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
You don't have one yet. Here it is.
Looks good on
yes.
the boot. He's got it.
That's very nice. Pushes it back out to 22.
They have to tighten up. They've been giving them way too much space.
The Pies are holding them at bay. Sarong. He breaks away.
Breaks it.
Pump it forward.
Handballs.
Feeds it out.
Another one. Oh, it doesn't get rid of it. That is going to be a ball up.
There's an
Okay.
argument for a free kick there. Punch clear. Dacos.
Josh Dacos. Nope.
This is great pressure footy.
Who you going it with? Handballs away. Little kick over. Yes.
Noble. Working
Go.
hard and being rewarded. Adams. He might have thought about the.
They might have time for one more actually.
Dacos.
Little kick on there. Yes. Ewan.
In the clear.
Oh, he's missed it.
Not good footy.
He gets rid of it.
Gets his kick.
Coming back. No.
Had his name written all
They don't have time, do they?
Time to put the kettle on. The
No, it won't matter. It won't matter. We'll go into the last quarter here. Anyone's game right now. It's just 22 points. We'll be back to see how things turn out in the last quarter. Final quarter. 22-point game. Collingwood having the lead here. You know, after that first quarter, it was we were wondering, oh my god, are Collingwood going to just have a big blowout win going on here? But Freo have stayed in it. They're keeping themselves alive. Gets rid of it.
Can he find a teammate? Outbodies his
Crux.
opponent and took a ripper. Brings
Oh, he doesn't get it.
McStay lurking
What's it with? Cameron, handballs. Yo. Oh, that's getting there. McCready.
Does the crumbing. The Pies.
Oh, damn, okay.
Lost his radar there.
Good penetration on the kick.
Good penetration on the kick.
Has time and space.
Hey.
Murphy. It's a tough game.
Goes with Freo.
Runs onto it.
A little kick there.
Delivers to centre half forward.
No. We've got that.
The area.
Go. Go again.
In the right spot.
That could have been better.
And a turnover. Not sure
who do we want to move things with? Midfield. Oh, that's with Freo. Got there. I was wondering why things weren't moving.
Now it's someone else.
I was too busy on the tactics.
Intercepts the hand pass.
Go.
He's under close attention. I think
handballs away. Oh.
Dishes it off. Brayshaw.
Andy Brayshaw gets yes.
Taberner can go back and shoot at goal
to give them a glimmer of hope.
He's got. Oh wow, he's got 3. Okay. Number 4 for Matt Taberner here. Yeah, that's good.
He's normally dependable.
That's very good.
And he is this time.
Brings it back to 16 in there.
They've looked to the likely source to provide a spark, and he's done just that.
The Dockers were after the first, and they've got it.
Oh, and there's a handballs.
Mitchell.
Yes.
The pressure. The Pies can build something here. It's no place for the faint-hearted.
That gets it away. Yes, it does. Who's that with? That's a 5. He goes in the 50. One-on-one here. One-on-one. No mark.
It out of the danger zone. Henry.
Danger zone.
No prior. And we'll have a ball up. Cameron had his measure today. Knew the tackle was coming.
The ball? Just a ball up, okay.
Do it all again.
16 minutes to go, 16-point game.
Cameron is giving him
5 again. Doesn't quite get it. Doesn't get rid of it. That's a ball up as well.
The pressure is intense. We'll have yet another stoppage.
Yes, yet another one.
It's been good to see both sides hitting.
Oh, it's out. No, who's got that? Can you get the kick?
Jackson, solid tackle. Noble.
Oh, no.
He's been pinged for a deliberate rush behind, and the fans are furious.
Just as they were looking down, they've coughed it up. The Dockers guarding the corridor. Gives the hand.
I was just kind of hoping for a regular point there.
This might be a chance.
I was just trying to get a regular point in there. That's what I should have done. I should have just given them a regular point. That's my bad. My bad on that one.
We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball.
Okay, some sort of tactical change happened.
Pendlebury, Mitchell, sweeping handball.
I know that was a big moment to not give Freo that thing there. I'm trying to give him the ball to get a score.
Wins it back. Great mark. He's completely shifted.
Oh, that's a nice mark. Let's see what he gets here.
Already got 1 today.
hanging out here. Nathan
He's the
5.
man to have it, and he's
Oh!
He's very dangerous anywhere in or around 50. A real class act.
underway once more.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Deft tap, side bottom.
Handballs.
Decisive handball.
Frederick.
It's amounted to nothing. It's a poor kick. Short passing in the
I'm gonna try and intentionally miss to try and give him that point.
Success here would bring the margin back to under a goal.
Try and give him the point that they don't have.
I
feel like they're supposed to have here.
Sure he has.
Okay, there it is.
Good disciplined defense.
They probably could have cleared that ball without needing to concede, but no harm done. Unless, of course, they lose by a point.
Yeah.
Caught.
Oh yeah, he's taken.
Like a hot potato.
Rio going in again.
Chase.
And
Got them on the
handballs.
Fight. Can he get a shot away?
I think he's missed it. Oh no, he did. No, he got it. He got it. Brings it to 3 points again.
Arguably kept them in this game.
They've got their tails up now. Cameron.
Okay, here we go. Now we can go with the game. Now we can go with it. Here we are.
Dacos. They've put themselves under pressure.
That was with Aish.
I don't think he meant to smother it. Crisp in the centre square. Ginnivan. Cox.
Brooks.
Heads for the pocket. They've got
Ah.
That's great play.
Can he stand
Yeah,
out?
he'll be able to get this one here.
Bangs it through.
Pretty even in terms of scoring shots. We'll see how it all turns out. Is this reminding me that... Okay, got rid of this one.
9 points.
Yes.
Side bottom. Had some assistance.
Go down there. Keep it going.
Hurried kick goes very wide.
No mark.
Hoskin Elliott trying to bring the Crummers into play. Wilson.
He does get a little chip away. And he picks the ball up. And then, boom!
Penetrating ball. Dacos got a fist in. Switkowski
Handballs away.
on centre wing.
Oh,
Poor
go.
hand pass, and they
Is that
must
with
get caught out here.
Dacos, side bottom. Oh, okay.
That's a give up.
Okay, that could have been better for him. Oh, they got it
He
back.
ran into a brick wall.
No ball.
Can run with
Who's
the
that out
footy.
to?
Honours the lead.
Pendlebury.
Looking for
Right
two
into
in
the
a row.
50s. Oh,
101
okay, that's a nice
there.
spoil, actually.
Cox and out of play.
Gary, what's caught your eye?
The deeper it goes, the more chance that this will be one of the upsets of the season.
Yeah. It is a 9-point game. It is first, last. Last place still got themselves that lead right now.
Turned it over. Pendlebury. They cannot keep it.
Oh, it's just Collingwood.
Ginnivan demanded the footy and got it.
Must kick goal in a close match.
He has 2. Oh, that might not be good.
Who was he aiming for?
That's unfortunate. They were looking good until that moment.
Held it a bit long.
Hoping for
Held it a
big
bit long here.
contested grab.
It's coming. Someone got to get that.
Sarong.
Someone's got to go
Hand
get
pass
that.
cut off.
Pendos.
He's still
Hoskin Elliott.
turned away. Hoskin Elliott.
That's staying in. That's a ball up. Okay.
We'll have one eye on the clock.
But 9 minutes to go here. I was finding myself
Cameron
last
got his
night
palm to it.
being like, oh my
Shot
god,
fired.
I need to go look at my
That's
bets.
illegal
I need to go set
disposal,
things
isn't
up.
it?
So I think my general like AFL betting week is basically set up.
Good use
Unless
of
like
hands.
something comes
They've
up that's like,
worked
oh,
it
I should
well.
go look
The
at that thing.
Pars have denied
Which I
the
suppose I could
corridor.
maybe do, but
To Goey,
I'd rather not.
leading from the front.
I'd rather just go with the things I got set up now. Just kind of let it be where it's at. I think I might have,
The damn wall might be about.
I think this week I might have finally, now, don't know how, if the things will work out for me or not, but I think I might have set myself up in a bit of a better way than how things were looking.
He's kicked it high.
I think I'm giving myself a bit more of a chance at the overall success of where it's at, so hopefully things will work out. We'll see though.
This will be coming back. It's out on the full.
Ideally, I would have been waiting for the teams to come out. This is why the NBA kind of works for me, because NBA shit's just going every day, and by the time I think to do something, I can just sort of go with it, you know.
Should be in the votes today.
But yes, I gotta keep the handballs going. There's another one.
Schultz.
Oh, didn't go pick the ball up. Okay,
Good in close. Mitchell.
that one's coming back. Yeah.
Intercepts.
Oh my god.
Some unwanted attention.
Into the 50. Oh, that was just a Frio guy by himself.
Have been gallant.
But it doesn't matter.
Has a vice-like grip.
Straight in
Got
front,
Jackson.
should not miss.
Heads towards goal.
There it is.
Does not let them down.
We've got no answers for him. He's too big, too strong.
6 minutes to go here, but I am looking to use While I am still looking for the profit, of course, I am also looking to use it as something, my sports betting, for a combination of enjoyment and learning. Of that, if I just see myself experimenting with a couple of things, make it low stakes but experimental while enjoying it, hopefully that'll be okay, you know? Hopefully that'll be okay.
Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Cox, they'll bide their time. Frederick.
Oh, Freo. Have Freo even had a lead this whole game? I don't think so.
Where would they be without him? Towards the boundary line.
There's Noble. He gets the handball. Oh, that was almost really.
Poor hand pass there, and we've got a throw in.
This is turning out to be an unexpectedly close match. A boil over is every chance.
Cameron palms it down.
Josh Dacos.
Good chemistry though.
Oh, yo! Coming to that one. Frederick. Inside. O'Meara. Well, that's to the pocket. And no mark. Handball away.
Hand pass. Noble.
Yes. You might want to just get the kick. Oh.
That's not his best effort.
Yeah, that could have been better. Frederick inside. He's got O'Meara. Gives it back to Frederick. A little kick in here. There you go. I think it's time to just kick it in there. No mark. Walters.
Jackson with an opportunity. It's
not going to be there. That's with Adams. Get it back.
Delightfully done. The Pies should be able to clear now.
Yeah, that's Collingwood players.
Dacos. Crisp.
In the 50 they go.
Defenders will be nervous.
And no. There's Collingwood picking it up. Oh, not in time. There will be a throw in. 3-point game.
Remain calm and execute exactly what you've trained for in preparing for these situations.
And it is 2 minutes to go here.
Important clearance here. DeGoey. Side bottom.
Oh.
He's set upon.
Midfield attacking.
To hang on. Good ruck work. Pendlebury just had to get it out. Dacos.
Nick Dacos.
He's done.
It's Collingwood. Yes.
He's plucked it and should have a shot.
No way back for them if this goes through.
I don't think that's going through. It is.
And he is delivered.
Yes. I didn't think it would. I thought things might have slightly been off. Oh my god, I think Collingwood are going to get the win.
They do something silly. Cameron has rucked tirelessly. DeGoey. Good vision there.
Yeah.
Crisp. It's a tough game.
Okay.
Final siren not far away.
Okay.
Cameron got his palm to it.
Oh.
This is great pressure.
Handballs.
Brayshaw chops
He gets it in there.
Schultz. That's a strong mark.
The Dockers with a late chance.
You should get this. Tabernar gets it.
And he hasn't missed that one.
He gets it.
This has been goal for goal. We still don't know who's going to win.
There'll be a sad loser today. What a game.
Right at the end here.
Cameron punches it out of the ruck. DeGoey. He thought about hand passing. Brody drives it inside the forward 50.
Oh!
That's a big play.
Lots of pressure on him here. Can he rise to the occasion?
I don't know.
Is it a dream or a nightmare? He's made the umpire work.
The Pies are stunned.
Oh my god.
They'll be asking themselves how they.
Oh my god.
What a finish to a wonderful
Matt Tabernar. What the clutchness.
Who was there for the taking.
I don't even think they had a lead until then.
That's it from us.
Oh my god. Colin.
We'll catch you again soon.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. After that first quarter, I thought Collingwood had the chance at getting the blowout victory. Freo were keeping himself in. Cox got that goal. Thought, okay, probably going to be done now. But Tabernar getting those clutch marks in there. Yeah, those were big. He had 6 goals. Those were a big couple of goals at the end there as well. Cox had 12 marks. He was big at the end as well. Sarong had 10 tackles. Crisp 46. DeGoey 42. Sarong 41. Jesus Christ, Collingwood. And the thing is that their percentage, I think, is going to go up as well. They just can't get the win. They just can't get the win there. Oh my god. How many close losses do they want to have? It was Freo with the win. I think they didn't have the lead all game until Matt Taberner kicks the winning goal after the siren. He had 6. It was Chris with 46 for Collingwood. It was Sarong who led the way for Freo with 41. They get the win. They won by 3 points over Collingwood in the top of the table versus bottom of the table clash. 110 to 107.